What is going on, everyone? It is so good to see you guys. Hope you're having a great weekend or a great week if you are watching this video at some point in the future. Today's date is January 10th, 2021. My name is Ryan Williams and we are back with another video. So I've actually been trying to make this video for quite some time. I just haven't been able to pull the trigger on it, but I decided it was finally just time to get it done, get it out of the way. And in hindsight, guys, I will tell you, I'm very glad that I waited to make this video because the topic of today's video is going to be covering my best performing stock of all time. It's a very exciting topic, and the reason that I'm glad that I waited is because this stock has just been knocking it out of the park lately. It has exploded in price. So I'm very excited to show that to you guys and talk more about this stock. And while we're on the subject, guys, let's just get it on the table, okay? My best performing stock of all time is a company called Crispr Therapeutics, ticker symbol CRSP. And that's what we're gonna be talking about today. So I hope you guys are excited to see this one. We're actually gonna be going into my Charles Schwab account, which is, I don't know that I think I've only showed you guys this account in one video, and that was my first or second video I put out. So I'm excited to talk more about this account, and I'm excited to show you guys this stock. So real quick, before we get rocking and rolling in today's video, guys, if you wouldn't mind doing me just a super quick favor and hit that like button, please. Give this video a big thumbs up. It just tremendously helps the growth of this channel. And while you're at it, if you haven't done so already, please hit that subscribe button so you can stay up to date on all future videos. At this point, I'm putting out about 2-ish, sometimes 3 on a rare week. I'll put out 3 videos, but you can expect 2 videos from me every single week. Like I said, I'm really trying hard to grow this channel. So, all right, now that that's out of the way, without further ado, let's get into it. All right, guys, so as I mentioned in the intro, the stock we are gonna be covering today is Crispr Therapeutics, ticker symbol CRSP. And I'd like to kick things off by first explaining how I heard about this stock and just some of my history with it. So I don't remember exactly which episode it was, but I first heard about this company, Crispr Therapeutics, from just listening to the Joe Rogan Experience. Like I said, I don't remember exactly which episode it was, but if you just went to YouTube and type in Joe Rogan Crispr, a ton of different clips are gonna pop up. Anyway, he would talk about it all the time. And this was a couple years ago, back in 2018 when I first heard about it. At the time, I knew nothing at all about investing. Oh, sorry guys, we have a visitor. All right, sorry about that. So at the time, like I was saying, I knew nothing about investing at all, but I would hear him talk about this company and it sounded really cool and it sounded like there was a lot of potential. So I looked a little bit more into it and I found out that they were publicly traded on the stock market. So I had some extra Christmas money or birthday money or something. So I just put that into Crispr. I bought like 10 something shares, maybe 10 or 11 shares. So that's essentially how I found out about this company, about this stock. Before investing in it, I didn't do any research on it. It sounded cool from what Joe Rogan was saying. So I put some money into it and took a chance on it. And I am so glad that I did because it is up quite a bit, which is something we will talk about in this video. I promise you guys, we'll get there. But anyway, now that that's covered, the question still remains, what is this company? What do they do? So let's break that down a little bit, and for that, let's go to the screen. All right, guys, so what we are looking at here is Crispr Therapeutics on seekingalpha.com, which so far is my favorite website to look up stock information. I highly recommend it to all you guys out there, especially if you're using something like Robinhood and are used to getting your stock info from Robinhood. Something I found out about Robinhood is like their stock information, it really isn't always the most accurate, specifically the dividends. Like those are, I never turn to Robinhood to look at any stock dividend. I will always go to Seeking Alpha. Yahoo Finance is another good one as well. Anyway, back to this. We're looking at Crispr Therapeutics, and as you guys can tell, it is sitting at a whopping $193.82 per share right now, which is pretty dang high. We will cover this in just a moment. I want to scroll down to the company profile down here and read a little bit for you. Crispr Therapeutics AG, a gene editing company, focuses on developing transformative gene-based medicines for serious human diseases. It develops its products using clustered, regularly interspaced short palindromic repeats, which as an acronym spells CRISPR. And then moving on here, a gene editing technology that allows for precise directed changes to genomic DNA. So in a nutshell, guys, this company is working on gene-based medicines to transform DNA to help cure certain diseases. And so, for example, they can go into your DNA, manipulate it a little bit to help it fight things like cancer or sickle cell disease. If you read further into this company profile, guys, which you can do on your own time, you'll find out that they are also working on other types of medicine, and it's a lot of stuff that I don't necessarily understand. And having said that, I probably should have done a little more research before investing into it. But like I said, I was younger, I was dumber, and I didn't know as much what I was doing. And I'll tell you what, guys, I am still learning every day. So that's essentially what CRISPR Therapeutics does. I mean, you can do your own research and find so much more about them than what I'm talking about here. But I'll tell you what, one way that you can look at this company to make it nice and easy is that they're working on futuristic medicine. So as we move into the future, the technology and the medicines that they're working on will become more important, and they'll become really, more commonly used, I guess. But a lot of it's still in the works. A lot of the technology and the science behind this, I guess, is still really new. So at this point, as a stock, it does seem pretty speculative. All right, guys, and now that that's covered, let's get into some of the good stuff here. So if we scroll up to the top of this page here, we can see that CRISPR Therapeutics just in the last year has grown by about 210%. And a lot of the growth in this stock has actually come just in the last 6 months. If we click this here, we can see just in the last 6 months, this stock is up over 105%, which is crazy. And if we move even closer in time, 1 month, they've grown by 32.33%. In the last 5 days, 26.5%, which is still, it's all insane, guys. It's an insane amount of growth in this share price in the last year. And this is cool to look at and all, but I want to get more specific and show you guys my holdings in this stock so you can see how much my actual shares have grown by. So with that said, guys, let's move over to my Charles Schwab account real quick and take a look at that. All right, guys, so here we are inside my Charles Schwab account. And if you have been watching my videos lately, you probably would not have seen this unless you've seen my first or second video where I showed you my entire stock portfolio, my Robinhood account and my Charles Schwab account. So this is really the second time I've shown this account. And since I started making these videos, a couple months ago, I've really switched up the holdings in this account. So pretty much what I've done in a nutshell, guys, in the last couple months is my Robinhood account for now is it's all dividend stocks, and my Charles Schwab account for now is all growth stocks. I have some plans to maybe switch things up, maybe combine these portfolios. I won't say too much yet. I will save that for another video, but that is something I'm thinking about. Let's get back to CRISPR. So as you guys can see right here, here's my CRISPR Therapeutics holding. I have 8 shares right now. Like we saw in Seeking Alpha, each share is worth $193.82. The market value of my CRISPR Therapeutics holdings is $1,550.56. But what's crazy is this is my cost basis right here. And essentially what that means is this $367.24, that is the amount of cash that I invested into this holding. So the market value is over $1,500, but I invested just over $360, almost $370. So my overall gain in percentage of CRISPR Therapeutics is 322.22%. And in dollars, that's a growth of $1,183.32. It's quite wild. I am quite bewildered by this. I don't know. Sometimes it pays to be dumb, I guess, and not do your research. That's terrible advice. Don't listen to me. But anyway, as we saw from Seeking Alpha, guys, the bulk of the growth in this stock has come in the last 6 months. So if we hover back over this, my average cost per share is $45.91 per share. Until recently, the highest I had seen this stock go is maybe about $70, maybe 80 last year, or maybe in 2019. But this is on a whole nother level. So a growth of 322.22% makes this holding right here with CRISPR Therapeutics my most successful investment of all time. And so after looking at this here, it kind of begs the question, so what's next? I mean, first of all, do I think this stock is gonna keep going up, or is it gonna go down? I really don't know, guys. I still haven't done a lot of research into this company. At this point, I just am holding it because it's been doing so good. And with that said, I'm very happy with this growth, as you guys can imagine. And I'm thinking about, and I probably will end up selling out of this company soon and just take my, $1,100 gain and reinvest that into other stocks. And I'll talk about plans for this portfolio more in another video. But off the top of my head, that's kind of what I'm thinking. I do think this company will continue to go up, and I probably will hold on to the stock for maybe another week, maybe another 2 weeks. But I'm pretty content with this growth, but I kind of want to get out while the getting's good, so to speak. So just so you guys know, that's kind of where I'm at with this. Because the stock usually, or historically, has been sitting under $100 per share, obviously this $193.82 is really expensive. So I'm saying this not having done much research into this company, but I don't know, it seems like an expensive buy right now. So for those considering buying into this company, it's been performing well, but it's also very expensive. So that should be taken into consideration. Just so you guys know, something to think about and chew on. All right, my friends, well, that pretty much wraps it up for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this one, learned a little bit about Crispr Therapeutics. The growth of this one is super, super exciting. And having said that, I don't know if it's still a good buy, to be honest with you. It is so expensive. And also, I am considering getting out of the stock pretty soon, But then again, I do consider myself a pretty conservative investor, and others may think differently than I do, and that's okay. But yeah, I don't know if I would buy into it right now. Like I said, it's just so expensive. And I also don't know if it's gonna keep climbing. I mean, you gotta imagine at a certain point, it's gotta, stop growing in price, and from there, there's only one thing it can do. So I don't know, you guys may have more information on this stock and on this company than I do. And if that's the case, please leave me a comment below and fill me in, because I may be missing something here. But really the purpose of today's video wasn't to entice you to buy this stock or actually sway you against it either way, because I don't know what the right answer is. It really just, the point of today's video was to show you my results buying this stock and buying into this company. And in closing, my kind of last closing note, this still is a fairly speculative stock, a very speculative company. The industry that they're working in and the technology that they're trying to build here is still new. So with that said, I guess there is still some upside potential here. As we move into the future, we're just gonna have to see what happens. Anyway, guys, I know this is a long outro, long conclusion. Thank you again so much for watching. And if you haven't done so already, please, before you click off this video onto the next one, give this video a big thumbs up. Just hit that like button for me real quick. Additionally, do not forget to hit that subscribe button so you can stay up to date on all future videos. At this point, I'm putting out 2 videos a week. That's kind of the minimum that you can expect I'll put out. Sometimes, on rare occasions, I'll put out 3, and I'd like to work up to the point where that's more of a consistent thing. But for now, I'm putting out at least 2 videos a week. It's some good, fun content, hopefully. So yeah, hit that subscribe button so you can catch all the new stuff. And now with that said, I will get out of your guys' hair. I hope you have a great day, and I will see you in the next one.